Peace, 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 peace. This is your girl Sunshine. How everyone's doing? It was finally a beautiful day in North Carolina, 85 degrees today. Your girl love the sun, love the shine. Been going through some things lately, but we back on our grind. I got a dope brother that's gonna come forth. Um, he's known by BJ the poet, and I'm sorry if I just messed it up. Um, and thanks to good people that I got put on to him by my big sis Sharita. Shouts out to Nouns and Verb Esoteric Entertainment, and shout out to Blast. 24/7. We got some things popping, and y'all just stay tuned. Everything is love here, but I do want to kick it off. Uh, I've gotten behind on doing that because I've been jumping right into letting my folks come on and shine. So I have something that I do want to share with the people today, and it's titled King. Remember, you're a king, strong, powerful, and wise, born to rule your own life and claim your rightful prize. Don't let the doubts and fears that creep into your mind stop you from achieving all the greatness you'll find. You are royalty, born to lead with a spirit fierce and bold. Every step you take is worth its weight in gold. Remember, you're a king with a heart that's pure and true. You have the power to do anything you want to do. Don't let the world tell you anything less. You have the strength and courage to rise above the rest. Hold your head high, strut with pride and grace. Remember, you're a king. You conquer any space. Every breath you take, every move you make, you're carving out a legacy that nothing can ever break. Remember, you're a king and you were born to reign supreme. Go forth with confidence. Let your spirit soar again. you know, appreciate y'all checking in with me right now. So let me check and see if our guest for the night, this brother, from what I can tell, doing some research, he is a entrepreneur, humanitarian activist, and he really for his people. This brother has a dope spirit from what I've seen out there, the work that he puts out there and the effort that he puts in. So, let's add Brian Jordan. Hopefully he's not still having technical difficulties. Peace, 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 Kimberly. Peace, beloved.
Yo, yo, yo. How you doing?
I am good. Let me get your picture down. Appreciate you for being on.
Appreciate you.
I know I had some family things where we had to switch up real quick, but you know how that is, we all we got. So, we must be
Oh yeah,
present.
it's all well and good. I definitely understand.
Yeah, so I want to get right into it because I did peek at some things about you, and from what I've already heard from Sharita and from other folks, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a dope brother. I From what I've seen and read about you already, your spirit is amazing. They say the black man ain't out here like that, but there's so many of y'all that's out here disproving that. And I just want to give you your flowers right now as being part of that squad that's out here pushing through stigmatisms and letting them know we out here, you know. Um,
Yes.
so where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay, okay.
Yo.
And I read somewhere that, you know, you've had some situations where people don't create space for poets or they expect you to be, some other type of artist like a rapper or a singer.
Very true. Very
Would you
true.
build on that a little bit?
Um, because well, I'll just start with I feel like to my core, I'm a poet. And a lot of the times people are going to just assume because you black, see, I have locks as well, you got the locks, they're gonna automatically assume that you rap. they're gonna try to turn your artistry into something different, or they're gonna be expecting you to be a certain way. So I really try to stand on the fact that I'm a poet, I'm a spoken word artist. Like that's what I do. I don't want to get it confused that I'm a rapper because that's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? I respect that genre being that. Like although we know the origin of hip hop and rap is poetry. You know what I'm saying? So
The
that's just what I
foundation.
want.
You definitely got that right. So, how far back does this relationship with you and poetry go?
Um, I feel like my relationship with words happened a little bit before poetry, but then as I got older, I understood what the words were actually related to, which was poetry. So I want to say, as far as with work, man, I've been talking, you know, the gab since I was like young. You know what I'm saying? Like probably like three. You know, but I feel like it came out in different ways. Like it may have been used through, like subtleties and satire, humor, stuff like that. But like actually, like poetry, it started in about seventh grade, you know, and then it got more serious. Got more serious about like 11th grade. It got more serious.
Okay,
Yeah.
more serious. So, what was the fuel behind it getting serious your junior year?
Um. Crazy part is, to be honest, it got more serious, but it didn't. It still hadn't hit that point of me just locking in. But it came from like an assignment I had in English class actually. Um, I
Mm,
got a real good response back, and it happened to be. I remember I had like I ended up getting partnered with somebody. Pardon me. I had a crush on, right? So we was writing poetry in the class and all that. So I went in a little
okay,
bit. My mind went in a little bit,
I
and
know
then that
that's
helped. And
right.
then. So
I
that's what
know
got it
that's right.
started.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
I kind of figured it had something to do with that. That's why I asked, what was the fuel? Because junior
yeah,
year, if you ain't already trying to holler at something, you definitely doing that around then. So,
exactly.
so how did the young lady receive it though?
She received it well. She definitely received it well. Um, she received it well. And then it's funny because when that happened, the teacher I had, which I didn't know at the time, was actually over the spoken word group, um, or the spoken word club. So then she had invited me to actually start to come, but I was still young. That's why I said I didn't tap all the way in. I ain't got invited to be a part of the team, but I wasn't on it still. I'm still running around,
Um,
learning myself and exploring, other activities. So I didn't lock all the way in. That's why I was like, I ain't lock all the way in high school yet. Like I really got serious actually when cause I'm a Aggie alumni. I got real serious with it
Aggie
when you know
pride,
what I'm saying,
okay.
Aggie pride. Yeah, like freshman year A&T. That's what, that's when I started being consistent, like writing all the time.
So once you started building your consistency on it, were you performing on campus? Were you, putting yourself out there, or you was just keeping it like for certain special events?
Well, I actually, which is something I still have going on now. I've changed the name, but it was something I created in 2013 called Wordplay Wednesday, and it started
That
out
was
online.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I was doing that every Wednesday consistently, like which I was just writing at that point, posting it on social media.
Okay.
I met like some like-minded people over time, and then so we started posting on topics, different stuff like that. But that's how it started with actually putting it out there. Like, I did end up performing a few times on campus. I did.
How did it, and
Yo.
how did you feel? performing there?
I feel great doing it. I feel great doing it. I feel like a lot of times whenever you're prepping to do anything, you can feel everybody's naturally gonna feel nervousness or anything like that. Like, but it's like I only feel that prior to when it's actually time to do it. I feel like it just flows. So
Okay.
I find myself comfortable behind the mic.
That was going to be my
Yeah,
next question. So that's like your second right hand or left hand. So
I say right hand because
right
I'm
hand.
right-handed.
Okay. So
Mhm.
has poetry ever been used to help heal you? Has it been like a best friend? You know, when you can't, say what you want to certain people. Does your poetry sometimes reflect those situations?
Oh, it's definitely therapy. It's all the way therapy. That's where my like poetry has been who I talk to figuratively about everything. Yeah.
Mhm.
If I could describe poetry as a person, that'd be somebody that's my best listener. Like that's who gonna listen. And then, actually poetry speaks back to me through understanding because sometimes when I'm just writing and expressing something, it's just coming out. But then when I
Mhm.
actually read it back to myself, I understand it in a different way. It helps me process.
Indeed, indeed. I definitely feel the same way about some of mine, especially some recent ones that I've been penning lately. So it has definitely been like a great journey, it seems, with you and poetry. And but I also know you do a lot of activism, and you're like a dope humanitarian. What are some of those things that you do around for the community?
For the actual community, as of recently, it came up with this donation initiative called Socks for the Blocks, which is coupled with hyper hygiene. Excuse me, which is coupled with hyper hygiene. So what we've been doing is we partner with my home church, Gethsemane Missionary Baptist Church. We've been every fourth Wednesday we were giving away food. We were connecting donations like socks, undergarments, clothes, t-shirts, hygiene supplies, and then we were putting together care packages. And then at that actual location, we were setting it up for where anybody in need could come by and pick up some anything they needed. Food, giving away food, clothes. It was it's various amounts of clothes um, for anybody all ages, and also we were going around actually putting foot to the pavement and going to the shelters, or if we see anybody, giving them actual, like just care packages and different stuff of that nature. Um, that's what's going on now. That's actively going on. We just had one the other this past Wednesday, so it's gonna be at least once every month.
Okay, so once every month, and that's out there in Greensboro.
Yep.
You have a set location, or you guys go around the city?
Well, the set location for the fourth Wednesday of the month is at the church, but we go around to different locations in between there, which we actually should be doing something this weekend as well as far as we're going around because it's hot. It just got hot outside, so and
Yeah,
it's some free time,
I was
so we
waiting for
should
this
actually
one.
be doing something like
I was
that.
mad. I was
Yeah,
waiting. Coming back from
that's the
PA,
real sunshine.
it was so cold
Yeah.
up there, and then when I got back here, it was cold, and then it got colder. I said, "Oh no, this ain't gonna work." But
Oh
so
man, how
uh,
cold is it?
they had snow. We didn't. Me and my sister didn't even know that it snowed up there before we got there. I haven't seen snow in so long.
Mm.
Peace, peace, peace. Stan, man, that's my bro right there. Appreciate you locking in. Um, you got the King Brian Jordan. I like to address my brothers as such. So we just been wrapping up talking about how he's out there for the community. He got love for the people. He said it's socks for the blocks, and y'all do meals as well, right? Dope poet.
Yep.
I would like if you have something ready now, and I understand you said you got to come off camera, but I definitely want to hear whatever you got prepared so far, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely ready. I'm definitely ready.
All right.
Yeah, let me, can you hear me?
Yes.
I know I hear it's a little lag. I don't know if I'm lagging on your side.
If so, we can rock with it.
Okay, this first piece is called the art of prayer. With praying hands, we give the problems we once held in our own hands. Walking in this land of man, our flesh breathes the needs of a new tomorrow, hanging on to an old yesterday. We daydream better schemes for society we seen from far away. As the light beams from a higher altitude until our penials consumed in a narrow route to preach the truth. We cracking the codes needed to break through to the youth. The nectar of love seeping through this world's evil roots. With hope cheering us on from our corners as we fight to move through and through. Purpose fills the holes of the footprints we leave behind for clues.
Hmm.
Intense premonitions turn on the ignitions to the rise we drive as we rise from 0 to 100, checking for the blind spots of despair we've endured. Our rear views are clear because the past fears we once saw wasn't nearly as close as it seemed. We pray on bended knees for our insecurities until we're tasting tears. Pride has no place to stay where life lives. In the pursuit of service, your soul's yearning, meaning the spirit's near. Your mind tells you to focus. The art of belief provides discernment. You can sense the evil lurking. The acknowledgement of God dissolves it. His solutions keep our hearts from worrying, praying hands that keep your mind flowing. The power of prayer defeats your deepest emotions, leaving you standing firm on a solid surface. The rock of salvation is beyond worth it. The art of prayer.
Bro. Ooh, that's fire. That is definitely fire.
Appreciate
What
you.
what was the inspiration for that? Where was your head at that moment when you pinned that one?
Um, I ain't gonna lie. Like honestly, well, I believe in sometimes whenever you sit still, well, you have to sit still in order to hear God talking to you. And like I was just more so trying to find something to write about, and then I really could just honestly just hear something dealing with prayer. You know what I'm saying? And then just
That's
from
good.
that, I just started writing.
Yeah, so you get deposits basically. You know, you still you meditate prayer and then you just receive the download. I definitely dig that. Um, so what with your poetry, what is it that you want the people to understand? Because I know you got a story to tell, and you also want to break the barriers of what people feel your artistry should be. But what do you want every person to take away from your art?
Um, Purpose. I want them to take away purpose in the sense of knowing that everybody has a purpose. Um, and I think it's a responsibility just us as people to spread awareness. Like I don't try to go too deep unless I'm getting asked the direct question with certain views, but just for people to the power of belief, like what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to make sure people know to believe, faith, purpose. That's what I want people to get from it. And then honestly, because I know earlier you had mentioned my that logo. That's actually a logo for my brand, Perceptions Perspective.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm glad you
when it
started to
comes to
talk about
that,
that because I sure was gonna ask. I'm glad you did that.
yeah,
I looked at some of your
with that
sweatshirts.
one, I
They
mean, because I
fire.
got actually, yeah, yeah, with that one, it's perception perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like people change their thinking when they change how they view themselves, or how they view their situation.
Mhm.
So that's what that brand is pretty much based on. Like if you can change how you view yourself and how you view your situation, then you know what I'm saying, you actually really can see where your help comes from and you can see your purpose. Um got a few different actually got a website available, www.pursuitforperspective.com with the number 4. And we got some real dope clothes on there. That's we got some scripture shirts. We got a couple, you know what I'm saying? And then we just got some like artistry type vibes too on there. But it's real dope though. It's
Stan said
definitely
the
worth
piece
checking
is
out.
fire. That's another dope brother too. You gotta get your music
I'm
on the
sorry, you said what?
platform, brother. So,
Oh man, it's breaking up. I can't hear you.
okay. Well, you wanna cut out and come back in? I could go ahead and play the go to the artist of the week and give you an opportunity to log back in. If that work for you?
You might have to because it keeps my connection breaking up.
All right, go ahead.
Let me
And
try
I'm
to
gonna
hold
play
on.
the jazz music artist of the week. And we'll be back.
Okay. Yo.
It's TSB, nerdy boy. Look, I like to laugh at these niggas, I'm like, ha ha. Tell them what it is, nowadays I'm like, aha. Lot of rappers talking about they make you go bye-bye. How you on your knees praying to the Lord Allah? That's bullshit, nigga. But you niggas tell the truth. You record on laptops, never seen the booth. You still a baby, nigga, never seen the tooth. Talking about you got a babe, what you mean, woof? Yeah, I'm about to get loose like Breezy. Shoulda never stepped in me, it ain't easy. Niggas know that I'ma go get a no GZ. Never gonna stop till y'all see me on TV. And TSB is that code name. Blow it up with that propane. Smoke weed, no cocaine. All you rappers is so lame. I am that pro man. Spit rag, no flow same. Oh, you think it's a joke? My team ball like Joe Dan Tsunami. At the top, this is us, nigga. And your team is at the bottom of the bus, nigga.
Fucking with bars, making music is a must, and thus you should've stepped up unless you got the guts, nigga.
Look, lyricist, not a rapper. I'm zipping them like a zapper. I preach to them like a pastor.
Yo, if you had to ask, then I would've put it past you when you're rapping. And if you happen to be mad when I'm rapping a bit faster, then you're sadly mistaken. If you're thinking that that was the fastest I could banter, fashionably lately could dapper to the after party. But the ladder of the rapper is starting to look sadder. Better pass the Bacardi to the back of the Cadillac with the sorry little ass trying to prove to somebody that you have it. My nigga, do something. My nigga, do something. Grab a glass at the volume, that is that, crank it up a tad, then get on it and run a lap on the track. Ask them on, then run it back, and you gotta pass it off like a relay. Replay till it seems straight, then you take it to me, then we take a team break for at least 3 days. Cause we wanna make sure that we ain't tripping if we claiming that the beat bang when our speech laid on the beat played on the ray. Yo, don't be thanking me, Greg is the one who's to be thanked. He knows he is a beat maker, creator, but all of these haters keep hating on the king of these 808 bases. But I bet we make them deep dope. Choking on our words, that make me wonder who got me. Local rappers acting like they be riding in the Bugatti. I can admit that my car is old because I can't afford a new body. But someday you're gonna see my music surfing the web like a riding on a tsunami. And at the top it'll just be us, nigga. But your team will remain at the bottom because we just sicker.
Niggas know we the realest, and CMG we the trillest. That call me the murder minister.
Look, I get it because I'm badder, potentially causing havoc. When I spit a little bit of shit, I get faster.
Fuck all of that rap shit, fuck all of that trap shit. Fat nigga with lyricism, I'm bringing back shit. None of you niggas ready, CMG we packing heavy. Taking over the city, and my niggas broke the levees. And I'm proud cause all the niggas I fuck with did tough shit. And all my niggas on the road like a bus trip. And we staying on the ground like Harry. Beautiful women that treat me right, I'ma marry it. Lot of niggas chatting about them guns, never carry it. Me and the nerve fighting for the fame, gotta have it. The sinking of your brain at the top is just us, nigga. And my team is gonna make it cause it's trust, nigga.
We are a lyrical prodigy, I'm talking about you bothering me. Pardon the lack of the grammar, but I'm after any rapper that bother me.
Look, chop it up like wasabi. My lady is right beside me while I'm sending tsunamis.
Zooming like I'm in a Ducati, we booming cause I got you by me. When you listen to us, you won't even have time to say, oh my god,
Tsunami, 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 tsunami.
Yo, Tsunami by True Bars and Nerdy Boy. If you are a spoken word artist, songwriter, or even a stand-up comedian and you're ready to get your art out there, go to www.blastmusic247.com and fill out a free profile, and let's get your art to the community. Blastmusic247.com, changing the industry one artist at a time. Hey, Brian, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Them brothers was fire. I love listening to this.
Real dope.
True Bars and Nerdy Boy. So, how do you get into your vibe to write outside of that? Is it something that someone else can you can hear and it sparks something, or is it like an instrumental that might make you like, oh no, I gotta write that? Do you have any of those moments?
Yeah, plenty. I say it ranges because like it could be a conversation and having a conversation, or sometimes I can like in a response. It just sounds like, you know, it just be a first line of a poem sometimes, so it just may come out naturally. But same thing with instrumentals or instrument with music. I can hear something and then I can be inspired. Yeah, in which actually a lot of the tracks I do have available. It's 2 instrumentals, in which it's a lot of R&B, but I do have hip hop. So if I hear some R&B or some real smooth, laid back, that'll inspire me. Certain hip hop songs do the same type of thing.
Yeah, I can definitely think that. So, where do you see your art taking you?
Where do I see it taking me? Across the world, you know. a couple times. That's what I see. I mean, that's what I believe for real, for real. Like I said, I mean, I really feel like when it comes to that, like I'm aligned with my purpose. So with that, I don't think it's no restrictions on where it can take me.
That's dope. That's dope. I love that. Increase your territory. Peace, what up? The artist known as Lena J. Love you, sis. Peace, peace, peace. Miss Hopkins, how you been, Suge? So, we got the brother Brian Jordan here. You know, we got the clothing line, right?
Yep.
We got the dope wordplay. We
Appreciate you.
have the humanitarian and outreach projects. Is there anything that you can't do?
I feel like with God, all things are possible. So I don't
Talk
think
your
it's
talk, brother.
for real though.
Talk your talk. You know, it's dope to hear brothers, stand strong on eight squared, you know what I'm saying? And really forge forward, like I said, and want to produce, and make, they little print imprint in the world to, be the example. I know I said earlier in the show, but those just tuning in, I want to make sure that they know you getting your flowers today. So with that being said, do you have something else?
Yeah, I got something. I got something. I stay ready.
Lena said nice vocals, B Jordan. I agree.
Definitely appreciate that. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. This one is called The Light. This light, this shines, redefined through the sound from my sight, or the sight from my sounds of life, reminiscent of a black man's plight, stimulating what's right, this despite strife. We walk to the edge of our being, believing, conscious and conquering, mind sensor altering. We pray at the altar with tears falling for our sons and daughters. Moons and suns sparkle while our doubts fall like autumn, leaving hope on our trees of life. We barter the time of our essence pure as water, determined for a better tomorrow, beyond sorrows as far as pride we swallow, and fears we refuse to wallow in, as far as friends we see a newfound end that we never imagined. Our lows push back to where we began or begin. We repent for our sins, somber solace from purpose driven premonitions, stepping over the tribulations that were meant to be submitting. Quite messy, but we kept it kicking. Joy filled eyes blush from the life that was given. God is the word, exhorting with the pen, my pad is my pippin. The frowns from the jungle turn into a chinchilla. Now I'm grinning, forever focused on grinding. Knew it was coming, the light's been shining. The brightest all in due time of divine timing. The light.
Mm, mm. Gotta give you props on that one, brother. Definitely. And
Appreciate you. Appreciate
when you what was the climate like around the time that you wrote this one?
you. It might have been Black History Month. It was that was last month. I want to say that was Black History Month.
Oh, so that was some new.
So,
That was very
um,
new.
yeah, stepping into our power, stepping into our power. Yeah, not not allowing opinions or any negativity to hold us back. You know, that's
We definitely got enough of that already holding us back as well. So have you any new projects coming up? Any artists you want to work with?
um. I'm definitely open to working with artists. I actually have a project I'm working on. I really got this real dope I got this real dope collaboration with this talented spoken word artist. Um, Words transparently spoken.
Mm.
Um, but I got some stuff in the works. I don't have a date on it, but I'm
Oh no,
definitely excited.
we're not looking for dates. Just want to know what you got coming up. If you want to, give details. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested on collabing, like because I got some stuff in the cut. Like to be realistic, a lot of the times when I write, I kind of write it in bulk. So I got like a few projects done, just not released. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
the one I'm working on now is something I'm feeling like I'm gonna put out. I'm gonna push.
Okay. So now Lena took the question to another level. So now she's asking for the celebrities. Who are your top 5 rappers and R&B singers you want to work with, and where?
Uh, top 5 rappers, R&B singers. Um, top 5 rappers that I want to work with. This ain't in a particular order, but Wale.
Mm.
That's you know what I'm saying. That's my guy. That's my guy. Wale. Uh, Nas.
Yes.
Um, Wale, Nas. Big Crit.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Dang. Uh. Wale, Nas, Big Crit. Hmm.
Lena, I think you stumped her a little bit. It made them a hard decision.
Yeah, because I want to be. I don't want to just say a generic
I
answer.
know you want to be authentic with your answer.
Yeah. All right. So wait, is this dead or alive?
I don't
Or is,
know. Miss Lena J, is this dead or alive? In the meantime, I guess you go ahead and say who you want. It's your
right,
answer.
exactly. Shoot. I'm trying to think of all I can't think. I can't say. Uh, let me come back to them last two
The
hip hop.
last two.
Yeah,
What about
with the
R&B singers?
R&B singers.
And she did say both,
Um,
dead or alive.
you said both.
Yeah, she said both.
Oh, all right, Biggie and
Okay.
oh yeah, shoot. Can I say Wu Tang in general, or I gotta
Of
say something?
course. What you mean?
Okay,
Of
all right.
course.
Yeah, just the
Yes.
whole Wu,
Yes.
the
The
Wu is
whole.
a collective.
Yes. We definitely on the same page now. So
Yeah.
she got another one. She said one more, both. After dark question. What lady rapper would you like to have a Jay-Z and Beyonce collabo with? So I would presume in the spoken word aspect.
I get it. A lady, out of who's out. This lady artist or rapper? 'Cause probably. Okay, I get it. Never mind. Rapper. Like, what's that? Oh, I have to think of her name. What's her name?
Is she someone new?
Yeah, what's that? You know that song like I go crazy. I go crazy.
I think I know who you're
You
talking
know,
about,
I
but
don't know her name was
I'm not about to get on here and act like I could call them by name because a lot of these new ones I don't know.
yeah, that's what you know what I'm saying. Like so,
Well, how about female poet?
Female poets. Um, are you talking about in general? This is
Yeah,
what
like who would you like to do a collabo like a Jay-Z and Beyonce collabo, but from a spoken word standpoint?
I ain't gonna lie. The one I have in the cut is actually that type of vibe. But that's gonna y'all gonna hear that when y'all get to hear that.
Okay.
That's in the vote.
That's in the
But
cut. That's gonna drop soon. So we just gonna have to follow you and stay tuned, right?
yeah, because that was actually got laid. You know what I'm saying?
That got
Uh,
laid. Uh-huh. That's my girl. Lita just said Georgia me. I could see
is she?
that.
Where's she at?
She's from out of Georgia. She was one of the deaf poets.
Word.
Yeah, I never forget. I got to see her in Red Bank at the Count Basie Theater in Jersey for my birthday. And when I say her Black Ice, like all like on
Black Ice,
TV,
my God.
yeah, I see you like him. I see your post too. I was like, yeah, I like him because
Yeah.
when I say them, seeing them in person is so much better. That energy, that vibe, like they fuel you. It's like, the battery in your back. And it was like right, after a traumatic event that I experienced as well. So going to that was like also like a healing thing for me. I was poured into that night, and those two in particular, like I will always thank them for that experience because they was dope even after it was over. They wasn't even, how some people just be for the stage, but behind the stage they are different.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, not one person that blessed that stage had an ill energy. Like they all was so powerful and they walked. Their energy was dope and they just spread so much love to everybody that was there. And like that was like one of the dopest experience I've ever had. Like Russ knew what he was
Wow.
doing.
Yeah. I
He
definitely
de-
on a 10. I got a 10.
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, Lena, my family made sure I got in places to get certain, experience, and I appreciate them for that. But let's get him back to the king here that is present. Oh wait, what she say? Oh yeah, heard some poets last night on Clubhouse. Yeah, Danny told me, and he said he forgot to invite me. But yeah, I'm catching the replay after here, and then if I have time to jump into the Lyrics and Lounge, because me and Sharita usually rock with them too on Friday nights. Yeah, so we definitely on Clubhouse too. I don't know if you're on Clubhouse. There's open mics on there, different rooms. Nouns and verbs is every second Saturday. And Heart and Self, my brother is calling me right now.
No, you
That's the
fun.
business line jumping. It's crazy. But
Oh, okay. I know who the name of that girl is now too.
oh, what's her
It's
name?
Kehlani.
Oh, Kehlani. Okay, yeah.
Kehlani, yeah.
You said this one chick sounded like me. That means she sounded like my mama too, because that's what folks tell me. I sound exactly like my mom. So my
Oh, for
mom,
real.
she transitioned when she was 28, and I don't really remember her voice, and a lot of people was like, because you got it, you sound just like her, you talk like
Yeah,
her, you just built like your father and your grandfather. You know what I'm saying? My mom was small, petite.
yeah.
I'm way over her height. Like my son is her height right now, and he gonna be
Okay.
11 next week.
Ain't nothing
So
wrong with that.
yeah, so but I appreciate that, Lena. I gotta get back in the swing of things to do some more, but I definitely want y'all to experience the king again because he is so fire. And the fact, again, I cannot say this enough. You know, all the brothers that I come in contact with, the ones that I have on the show, I appreciate y'all, and I want to make sure, as well as my sisters, that, I continue to have the space, you know what I'm saying, to help you guys in any way. And also, in hopes that some of the stuff that you spitting could be healing for somebody, and they just haven't found a way for it to sink in. And sometimes that good song, that good tearjerker sometimes could minister to you in some way that someone explaining to you can't.
Right.
So my hope is that poetry and the poetry that I expose and bring light to and let y'all get y'all shine on does the same for the viewers. So
Yeah.
without further ado, if you have another one, let it rip.
Yeah. Let me find one real quick. Um,
Y'all see the banner down the bottom. In the meantime,
all right.
reach out to us. Sunshine Vibrations, Shine Vibrations on blast247.com. And you see the cash app. Go on to bless your sis one good time. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
All right. This one is called Right and Wrongs.
Hmm.
The heart of hesitation will bridge the gap to the emancipation of an improper nation, the fascination of the restoration of patience. For generations, we've been consciously waiting. Subconsciously, it's been procrastination because we've been content with this matrix. The lack of acceleration caused from cells our people have been placed in. Whether it's physical or mental, it's bondage and mazes. We had to excel with every exhale of breath our bodies have been graced with. Whether it's hymns, rhymes, or poetic cadences, we ride this roller coaster of life coasting, seats buckled, hanging on to the words of the Most High's notions, just noting the details of our lives we've created. Traumas inflicted our concentrations, and when change approaches, we're often contemplating. You know our style, we don't pour out, it's no cooperating. But sadly, that pushes us deeper into depression and anxiety filled displacement. We've been taught to hate ourselves and anyone else, whether we do or don't share similar situations. We weather the storm but don't embrace us. This separation between generations was planned, but we don't have any preparation. Instead, constantly being focused on the perpetration, we lack accountability on top of the audacity others are traced in. Reoccurring themes, ironic memes, we give in self hatred. We don't use our interpersonal tools to accept and alleviate the cruel shit. Instead, it's pack up and empty the full clip, fueling fools to fuel quick, playing into the hands of our oppressors that hope we maneuver with. Yes, we got to make our moves swift and overcome these obstacles laid front that watches our muse with. It's time we notice that we're America's muse and get consumed in fixing it. Elevate and levitate from the foolishness, right and wrongs.
Mm. Now, is this a situation that you speaking from a place of experience or just observation?
Uh, both, both, both. A lot of observation though. Um, a lot of observation. Man, I mean, just the like the access we have through social media, you can see a lot, but when you're involved and when you seeing people, you see what's going on, and then I mean, like I can reflect on certain experiences I didn't have when I was a little younger and things of that nature. So it's a reflection. It's a reflection.
Indeed, and it's always good when you can reflect. Rita, she said that wasn't. I want to make sure I get the accent right, sis. That was noise.
Appreciate it.
She said poignant, painful, but powerful. And sis out here giving out compliments like that. You know what I'm saying? You really out here doing it.
I really appreciate it, like for real, for real.
Yeah. So I did spit something in the beginning of the show. I can share it again. And then afterwards, you drop on your socials how people can follow you where they can find you in these streets, and anything you want them to particularly pertain to. So I will run this back one more time. This one is called King. Remember, you are a king, strong, powerful, and wise, born to rule your own life and claim your rightful prize. Don't let the doubts and fears that creep into your mind stop you from achieving all the greatness you'll find. You are royalty, born to lead with a spirit fierce and bold. Every step you take is worth its weight in gold. Remember, you are a king with a heart that's pure and true. You have the power to do anything you want to do. Don't let the world tell you you're anything less. You have the strength and courage to rise above the rest. Hold your head high, strut with pride and grace. Remember, you're a king, you conquer any space. Every breath you take, every move you make, you're carving out a legacy that nothing can ever break. Remember, you are a king, and you were born to reign supreme. Go forth with confidence. Let your spirit soar again. So, so, with that being said, please drop your IGs, your Facebook, whatever it is you got. There's some of this stuff that I still don't have. So let the folks know how they can reach out to you. Don't forget, please plug the clothing line again.
Definitely will. Facebook, it's Brian Jordan, BrinJordan. Instagram is Check Your Fresh. Everything spelled regular. CheckYourFresh. The spelling right. Perceptions Perspective is on Instagram. It's everything is spelled regular. In which that's the clothing line, the website where you can buy any of the merch available. We got new merch dropping soon as well. That's www.pursuit number 4 perspective.com.
Say that one more time.
www.pursuit number 4 perspective.com. That's where you can get any of the merch. I do actually have some poetry available on there as well, as well as some visuals for some things I was involved in, as far as with directing. That's
Okay.
available on there. Um, what else? What other social I got? Oh, make sure you follow and like the page Wordplay Wednesday and Chill. That's pretty much posting poets. I'm posting throwbacks. I got deaf poetry. That's why I've been posting Black Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Any other, what I'm saying, any other poets, old school, anybody dope. So that's been building up, but that's at Wordplay Wednesday and Chill. If you're looking for the direct page for Perceptions Perspective on Facebook, it's at Pursuit for Perspective, and then it'll pop up.
Okay. So will you be having wordplay Wednesdays again?
Yeah, I mean this. Hey, if you want to send something, send me a video, send me a link. I actually do graphics as well, so if I gotta put something together, I can put something together with audio, with a picture, with anything like that. But yeah, I mean we do that every Wednesday. I try to at least post, or if I can get any poets to send something in, then I'll post them, and we just keep it flowing.
Okay, so y'all just use the page. Y'all don't have an actual. Do y'all do like a physical in person
We're
performance?
working on it, and I really would love to. I mean, I really appreciate the opportunities sincerely to be able to tap in, because I really want to tap in with like minds. So
Mm.
I definitely want to use the opportunity to connect and collab on anything going forward, to be able to actually bring it to life,
All
like to
right.
be able to have
Indeed.
the actual event.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. We're gonna make that happen. So I appreciate you being here. We a village. Shout out to again Sharika for plugging me
Shout
in with you.
shout out Sharita.
Because I was like, wait, I know him. Like, I know of you. So she was like, yeah, this is who I was talking about. I said, bet. this is how it's gonna work. So I just like how me and sis be in divine order, you know, we make a good team, you know. So I support her as much as I can, and I appreciate all the support that she gives me in return. So, you know, appreciate you again, brother, for coming on.
No doubt.
What you do is fire. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to link. There's a location in Charlotte because that's where I am, who is looking for folks to use his space to host events. So you know, yeah, I could plug you in with him as well. So you don't have to just stay there. We can be down here too. You know, do it like a swap, a flip flop, if that helps.
I'm all the way with it.
All right, so we're gonna see how we do this. All right. Well, in the meantime, brother, be safe. Thank you again, and appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, like, subscribe, hit that Cash App, and if you want to be on the show, holla at your girl. Peace, peace, peace.
Peace.